Have you ever stepped away from your art for months or years and wondered if you've lost something? If so, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to return to your art after a long break with confidence, kindness, and calm. Maybe life got full or heavy or complicated. And now that you feel that spark again, it also feels intimidating, maybe a little scary. But here's the truth. Nothing about your creative spirit is gone. It didn't disappear. It's simply been hibernating for a season. It tucked itself away while you were carrying other things, when you needed your energy elsewhere. And now, as you feel that pull to create again, it's just waking up. Let's talk about how to rebuild creative confidence after a long break. One gentle, warm, slow emerging step at a time. Hello and welcome. I'm Janet, architect turned creative renewal coach and watercolor artist. This channel is for mid and late career creative souls seeking to reignite their passion for art and make creativity a joyful part of life again. If you've ever taken a break from your art, you're absolutely not alone. Creativity moves in seasons, and returning is one of them. In this video, I'll share 3 gentle steps to help you reconnect with your creative identity without pressure and without perfection. And a little later, I'll walk you through simple warm-ups to ease you back in. Taking a long break can create a quiet shame, that feeling that you should have done more or that you've somehow fallen behind. But guilt isn't a creative motivator. It's a weight that closes doors instead of opening them. Creativity is cyclical. There are seasons of growth and momentum and seasons of stillness, rest, and recalibration. The slower seasons aren't failures. They're fertile ground. They're times when clarity forms and internal shifts take place. And when you release guilt, you make space for a gentler return. In a moment, I'll show you the simplest way to ease back into your art, even if you feel rusty or unsure. Creative re-entry doesn't need to be dramatic. You don't need a masterpiece to mark this moment. It often begins quietly, like the first signs of spring. Small, soft gestures full of promise. Try this. Open your sketchbook for just 30 seconds. Maybe doodle a few circles. No expectation to create anything beautiful. Simply show up. Sometimes the act of showing up is the practice. Next, I'll walk you through a few gentle warm-ups to help your hands remember their rhythm. Instead of diving into big paintings right away, think of this as your warm-up season, a gentle transition back into movement. Low-stakes play helps your hands remember their confidence, your eyes to remember their curiosity, and your intuition to remember its trust. Here are a few soft, approachable warm-ups. Mix 3 colors and explore variations. Do a continuous line drawing of an object on your desk. Sketch and paint a single leaf. Swatch a palette you haven't touched in a while. Paint a tiny landscape in 5 brushstrokes. These small practices rebuild ease and confidence without pressure. They remind your creative self that it never disappeared. It was simply resting. In just a moment, we'll talk about what it means for your creative identity to return. Your creativity is still yours, even after a long break. Your instincts, your sensitivity, your eye, they're woven into who you are. Creativity moves in cycles. There are seasons of producing, seasons of learning, seasons of resting, and seasons of returning. The season you're in now, this warm re-entry, is simply part of this cycle. And when you move through it with gentleness and spaciousness, your creative identity naturally reemerges and begins to bloom again. If you're returning to your art after a long break, please honor the courage that takes. This season, be soft, curious, and slow. Please share in the comments what feels hardest or most hopeful about returning right now. And if you want, what's one small, gentle step you feel ready to take? If this resonated, your next step is to watch my video on rebuilding momentum after creative burnout. It pairs beautifully with what we talked about today. And if you'd like deeper support on your creative journey, please visit blueprints2brushstrokes.ca to explore the Creative Compass Collective, our gentle membership space for guidance, growth, and community that will be launching soon. May your day be filled with warm reconnection and quiet confidence of a new season beginning. Until next time, here's to rediscovering what was never lost and to stepping into this creative season with openness and grace.